Hello everyone, welcome to Educate 247 and we bring you the best 50 current affairs from 8th May to 15th May. Educate 247 brings you Sebi graded 2020 crash course with 5000 plus MCQs and concise content. You can log on to the website and apply the coupon code Sebi to get an immediate 1000 rupees off on the course. Moving on to the questions. What is the new name for Iran's currency rial, which is all set to be revalued? And the options are A. Dinar, B. New Rial, C. Ziyut, D. Toman, and E. New Toman. And the correct option is D. Toman. The head of Iran's central bank recently announced that the nation's currency is all set to be renamed and will be revalued. Long called the Rial, Iran's money will soon be called the Toman, and an impressive 4 zeros will be shaved off of its denominations. What was previously 10,000 rials will now become 1 toman under the new plans which was being approved by the Iranian parliament. Moving on to the next question. Who among the following has been asked by Sebi to focus on returning money to the investors after the recent debt crisis? And the options are A. Morningstar Inc., B. UTI Asset Management, C. Franklin Templeton, D. MFS Management, and E. IDFC. And the correct answer is C. Franklin Templeton. Sebi has advised Franklin Templeton mutual funds to focus on returning money to the investors in the context of winding up their six of their debt schemes. On April 24, the fund house announced closure of six debt schemes and blocked redemptions indefinitely. The funds include Franklin India Low Duration Fund, Dynamic Accrual Fund, Credit Risk Fund, Short Term Income Plan, Ultra Short Bond Fund, and Income Opportunities Fund. Moving on to the next question. The Finance Minister has announced liquidity support for stressed NBFCs with a corpus of dash thousand crores. And the options are A. 18,000 crore, B. 40,000 crore, C. 15,000 crore, D. 25,000 crore, and E. 30,000 crore. And the correct answer is E. 30,000 crore. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman spelled out the granular details of the combined 20 lakh crore stimulus package announced by Prime Minister Modi to help cushion the COVID-19 blow. The decisions include a 30,000 crore special liquidity scheme which will help the needy NBFCs, housing finance companies, and microfinance institutions with capital in case they fail to raise money through the traditional debt market routes. The move will enable around 45 lakh MSME units to resume business activity and help safeguard jobs. Now, the new definition of MSMEs has been introduced with low threshold in MSME had created a fear among MSMEs. So now the definitions have been revised and the investment limit being moved upwards. Moving on to the next question. The Securities and Exchange Board of India has exempted which of the following institutions from publishing consolidated financial results for the June quarter in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic? And the options are A. Corporate debt schemes, B. Collective investment schemes, C. Infrastructure debt funds, D. Banks and insurance companies, and E. Mutual funds. And the correct answer is D. That is, bank and insurance companies. SEBI has exempted banks and insurance companies from publishing a consolidated financial results for the June quarter in wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. It has also eased norms on requirements of dividend warrants and checks. Currently, rules allow issuance of payable at par warrants or checks in case it is not payable to use electronic modes of payment. Moving on to the next question. The central government has announced a subordinate debt scheme worth dash thousand crore, which will allow loans to MSMEs that have been already categorized as stressed or are struggling to pay back. And the options are A. 55,000 crore, B. 35,000 crore, C. 40,000 crore, D. 20,000 crore, and E. 25,000 crore. And the correct answer is D. 20,000 crore. Finance Minister has announced some details of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan economic package. The main thrust of the announcements was a relief to the MSMEs in form of a massive increase in credit guarantees to them. There are three proposals, but the main ones are for standard MSMEs that is, those MSMEs which are running fine until the COVID-19 induced lockdown disrupted their work. For these, the government has provided a credit guarantee of rupees 3 lakh crore. This is like an emergency credit line. The loan will have a tenure of 4 years and they'll have a moratorium of 12 months, which means that the payback will start only after the 12 months. There's another subordinate debt scheme worth 20,000 crore which will allow loans to MSMEs that were already categorized as stress or were struggling to pay back. And the third measure is the creation of a fund with a corpus of 50,000 crore to infuse equity into viable MSMEs, thus helping them to expand and grow. The government intends to put in rupees 10,000 crore and get others, possibly institutions like LIC and SBI, to fund the remaining amount. Then we have the change in the definition of MSMEs, which was now pending for long. Now, MSMEs were judged on their turnover, and there will be no difference between a manufacturing and a service MSME. Moving on to the next question. Sebi has allowed how many entities to undertake e-KYC or authentication using their Aadhar number? And the options are A 4, B 8, C 7, D 6 and E 5. And the correct answer is B 8. Regulator Sebi came out with a list of 8 entities, including the Bombay Stock Exchange, that can undertake e-KYC Aadhar authentication. Apart from BSE, depositories like the Central Depository Services India, the National Securities Depository Limited have also been permitted to use e-KYC authentication. Besides, CDSL Ventures, NSDL Database Management, NSC Data Analytics Limited, CAMS Investor Services, and Computer Age Management Services have also been allowed to carry out e-KYC authentication using their Aadhar number. Moving on to the next question. What is the government's new borrowing target after the dwindling of its revenue due to imposition of the lockdown to prevent the spread of COVID-19? And the options are A 11.5 lakh crore, B 8.4 lakh crore, C 12 lakh crore, D 11 lakh crore, and E 9.5 lakh crore. And the correct option is C 12 lakh crore. The gross borrowing program for the year has been increased to rupees 12 lakh crore from its earlier target of rupees 7.8 lakh crore as the government revenue dwindled due to the nationwide lockdown imposed to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Moving on to the next question. Who is the head of the panel set up to identify industries to propel India's manufacturing in a post-pandemic world? And the options are A. Naveen Jindal, B. Pawan K. Goenka, C. Anand Mahindra, D. Ratan Tata, and E. Pawan Munjal. And the correct option is B. Pawan K. Goenka. A panel led by Mahindra and Mahindra Managing Director Pawan Goenka and comprising members from leading business groups has begun identifying industries to propel India's manufacturing in a post-pandemic world. The committee is expected to draw strategies related to industrial growth in at least 12 sectors, which includes steel, agrochemicals, food processing, aluminium, electronics, and textiles. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following institution has released the song United We Fight to strengthen India's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic? And the options are A. HCL, B. Tata Capital, C. Reliance Industries, D. The Indian Council for Cultural Relations, and E. HDFC Bank. And the correct answer is D. That is the Indian Council for Cultural Relations. The Indian Council has launched a new song to help the people stay united and encourage them to think positively amid the coronavirus pandemic. The song United We Fight is written and composed by Joey Alvarez and is sung by Usha Uthup. Moving on to the next question. The World Bank has approved an amount of $billion for India's poor and migrant workers. And the options are A. 3.5 billion, B. 1 billion, C. 2.5 billion, D. 3 billion, and E. 4.5 billion. And the correct answer is B. That is 1 billion. The World Bank has approved a $1 billion package for India's urban poor and migrant workers who have been struggling due to the coronavirus pandemic. It will leverage the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyaan Yojana to help protect the poor and vulnerable. The social protection package is in addition to the previous package of $1 billion which was allocated to India for the COVID-19 emergency. Moving on to the next question. Which company has tied with IBM to launch cloud services for banks and financial institutions to modernize business operations. And the options are A. Cholamandalam, B. Power Finance Corporation, C. Muthoot Finance, D. HDB Finance Service, and E. Intellect Design Area. And the correct answer is E. Intellect Design Area. Banking and insurance product company Intellect Design Area and IBM have collaborated to launch the Intellect iTurmeric FinCloud on IBM's public cloud. The iTurmeric FinCloud is a cloud-ready, API-first, microservice-based platform which enables bank and financial institutions to progressively modernize while ensuring business continuity. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following ERP systems has been launched by the Ministry of Human Resource Development for Enterprises Resource Planning? And the options are A. Shiksha, B. Samarth, C. Sahayata, D. Sathi, and E. Sthiti. And the correct answer is B. Samarth. The Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Human Resource Development, has set a mission to provide quality education to students across all universities and higher education institutions. For this, the ministry has come up with an e-governance platform called Samarth under the National Mission for Education in Information and Communication Technology scheme. Samarth is an open standard open source architecture which is secure, scalable, and caters to faculty and students and staff at universities and higher educational institutions. Moving on to the next question. Which company has partnered with the Tribal Affairs Ministry to launch the Goal program for digital skilling of tribal youths in the country? And the options are A. Microsoft, B. IBM, C. Google, D. Facebook, and E. Apple. And the correct answer is D. Facebook. The Ministry of Tribal Affairs has collaborated with Facebook to launch the Goal program. The program is designed to provide mentorship to tribal youth through digital mode. The digital program envisages the youth to act as a catalyst to explore talents of the tribal youth, which will help in personal development as well as contribute to the overall development of the society. Moving on to the next question. The government has introduced an interest subvention of dash percentage on working capital loans for the dairy sector with an additional incentive of 2% interest subvention on prompt repayments. And the options are A 2.5%, B 1.5%, C 3%, D 3.5%, and E 4%. And the correct answer is C, that is 3%. Handholding the dairy sector during the COVID-19 crisis, the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying has introduced a new scheme known as the Interest Subvention on Working Capital Loans for the Dairy Sector. In order to meet the working capital needs of cooperatives and farmer-owned milk producer companies, interest subvention will be given on loans from scheduled commercial banks, RRBs, cooperatives, financial institutions between 1st of April 2020 and 31st March 2021. Moving on to the next question. With which state has the World Bank signed an agreement for a loan of Rs 145 million project to improve irrigation in the state? And the options are A. West Bengal, B. Punjab, C. Assam, D. Haryana, and E. Kerala. And the correct answer is A. West Bengal. The Government of India, the West Bengal government, and the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank have signed a loan for $145 million project to improve irrigation services in the state. Moving on to the next question. The government has launched the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana for dash thousand crore to develop marine and inland fisheries. And the options are A 30,000 crore, B 40,000 crore, C 20,000 crore, D 50,000 crore, and E 60,000 crore. And the correct answer is C, that is 20,000 crore. The government will launch a 20,000 crore rupee Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana for the development of marine and inland fisheries. Of this, 11,000 crore rupees will be earmarked for activities in marine, inland fisheries and aquaculture, while 9,000 crore rupees for infrastructure creation such as fishing harbors, cold chain and market. Moving on to the next question. The government of which state has launched the Samagra Shiksha program to promote e-learning and facilitate students with complete access to education? And the options are A. Telangana, B. Jammu Kashmir, C. Kerala, D. Uttar Pradesh, and E. Tamil Nadu. And the correct answer is B. Jammu Kashmir. In Jammu Kashmir, the Union Territory Administration has initiated a slew of measures under the Samagra Shiksha program to facilitate students with complete access to education through technological interventions. These measures include teleclasses, which will be held on DD Kashmir and local cable network, video lectures with the repository using the JNK Knowledge Network, online classes, which will include vocational classes, which will be freely available. Moving on to the next question. Which of the institution has developed an automated UV system known as Dhruv to sanitize electronic gadgets, papers, and currency notes? And the options are A. GRSC, B. HAL, C. DRDO, D. BEL, and E. ISRO. And the correct answer is C, that is DRDO. Hyderabad-based Defense Research and Development Organization, that is the DRDO lab, has developed automated ultraviolet systems to sanitize electronic gadgets, papers, and currency notes. The device has been designed to sanitize mobile phones, iPads, laptops, currency notes, check leaves. Moving on to the next question. The CSIR has approved which project to neutralize SARS-CoV-2 in patients? And the options are A. Human trials on vaccines, B. The development of remdesivir, C. Processing blood plasma therapy, D. Development of human monoclonal antibodies, and E. Utilization of new rapid testing kits. And the correct answer is D, that is the development of human monoclonal antibodies. The CSIR is the leading the fight against the COVID-19 using a multi-pronged approach and multiple models of engagement. The CSIR labs themselves are developing technologies and products that are working with the industry and PSU partners for the deployment. CSIR is also supporting new ideas and projects from other academic and industries through its new flagship Millennium Indian Technology Leadership Initiative. Moving on to the next question. Name the city that has launched the Pranvayu program with an aim to create awareness on the need to self-examine the respiratory health. And the options are A. Pune, B. Patna, C. Bangalore, D. Delhi, and E. Hyderabad. And the correct answer is C. Bangalore. There are 25 containment zones in the city where Bruhat Bangalore Maharanagarpalika is mandated to carry out quarantine and surveillance activities along with identifying persons prone to the deadly coronavirus infection. In this regard, the city corporation has launched the Pranvayu program to create awareness on the need to self-examine the respiratory health for Bangaloreans. Moving on to the next question. Which state has launched the country's first ever FIR Aapke Dwar Yojana? And the options are A. Punjab, B. Haryana, C. Uttar Pradesh, D. Madhya Pradesh, and E. Kerala. And the correct answer is D. Madhya Pradesh. The Madhya Pradesh Home Minister, Dr. Narottam Mishra, has launched the country's first FIR Aapke Dwar Yojana in Bhopal. Madhya Pradesh is the first state in the country to implement such an innovative scheme. FIR Aapke Dwar scheme has been started as a pilot project in 23 police stations, including one urban and one rural police station. Moving on to the next question. The Education Department of which state has collaborated with Doordarshan to start online classes for school children? And the options are A. Punjab, B. Jharkhand, C. Kerala, D. Tamil Nadu, and E. Uttar Pradesh. And the correct answer is B. Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, the State Education Department, in collaboration with Doordarshan, have started online classes and educational programs. The special lectures have been designed for students from class 1st to 12th. The program is scheduled to air on the regional DD channel and free dish TV from morning 10 a.m. to afternoon 2 p.m. for 5 days. Moving on to the next question. How much amount has been allocated from the PM CARES Trust Fund to fight the COVID-19 pandemic? And the options are A. 1500 crore, B. 2100 crore, C. 2500 crore, D. 3100 crore, and E. 3700 crore. And the correct answer is D. 3100 crore. The PM CARES, that is the Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation Fund Trust, has allocated rupees 3100 crore to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Out of the total amount, around 2000 crores will be allocated for the purchase of ventilators, while rupees 1000 will be to cater for the migrant laborers and 100 crore will be to support vaccine development. Moving on to the next question. Which company has recently unveiled the country's first indigenous hot air sealing machine, which will be used to manufacture PPE kits at the half the price of the imported ones? And the options are A. Karam, B. Vinita Enterprises, C. Mech Power, D. Sunway Medical, and E. Udyogi. And the correct answer is C. MechPower. MechPower is a Rajkot-based company that has produced the country's first indigenous hot air seam sealing machine, which will be used to manufacture PPE kits at half the price. The machine has been manufactured with the guidance of doctors at the Indian Medical Association, as was recently unveiled by the Gujarat's Chief Minister, Mr. Vijay Rupani. Moving on to the next question. The MSME Ministry has launched which portal to address grievances of small enterprises in the country? And the options are A. Seva Portal, B. Champions Portal, C. MSME Portal, D. Query Portal, E. Redressal Portal. And the correct answer is B. That is the Champions Portal. The Union Ministry of MSME has recently launched the Champions Portal, which is a technology-driven control come management information system to address the grievances of the smaller units in the country. The system utilizing modern ICT tools is aimed to address the problems of the MSMEs and help them move into the big league. Moving on to the next question. The government of which state or UT has launched a portal to facilitate its residents which have been stranded in other parts of the country? And the options are A. Tamil Nadu, B. Jammu Kashmir, C. West Bengal, D. Uttar Pradesh, and E. Rajasthan. And the correct answer is B. That is Jammu Kashmir. The Jammu Kashmir government has launched a web portal to facilitate its residents which have been stranded in other parts of the country. The portal enables those who have been registered and allows a person to check his application status. All those have been registered online using the links opened by the government need not register again. Moving on to the next question. What is the reduced EPF contribution which is required to be made by businesses and workers for 3 months from the existing 12% for all establishments which are covered by the EPFO? And the options are A. 9%, B. 10%, C. 8%, D. 7%, and E. 5%. And the correct answer is B. That is 10%. To provide more takeaway salary for home, the employees, and to give relief to the employers, the EPF contributions is reduced for businesses and workers for 3 months to 10% each from the existing 12% for all establishments which are covered by the EPFO. It will provide liquidity for about 2,250 crore per month. Moving on to the next question. India has received USD 1 billion loan from which bank to help fight against the COVID-19 pandemic? And the options are A. Asian Development Bank, B. BRICS New Development Bank, C. World Bank, D. European Central Bank, E. The Bank of China. And the correct answer is B. That is the BRICS New Development Bank. The New Development Bank of the BRICS countries has fully disbursed, that is around $1 billion emergency assistance loan to India to help it contain the spread of the COVID-19 and reduce human, social and economic losses which are being caused. Moving on to the next question. Which startup with which the Consumer Affairs Department has partnered to power the Suraksha Store initiative, which is designed to cater for the health and safety of citizens during and after the lockdown? And the options are A. Seekify and Suraksha Store, B. Suraksha Store and Safe Job, C. Safe Job and Seekify, D. Safe Job and My Labs, and E. My Labs and Seekify. And the correct answer is C. Seekify and Safe Job. The Department of Consumer Affairs has partnered with tech startups SafeJob and Seekify to use technology to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 at the local Kirana store level. The Suraksha Store initiative is designed for the health and safety of the citizens during and after the lockdown as per the company's joint release. Moving on to the next question. The government has announced the first tranche of the stimulus package, which is equivalent to dash percentage of the national GDP. And the options are A. 4%, B. 2%, C. 10%, D. 5%, and E. 7%. And the correct answer is C. 10%. The government has announced the first tranche of the stimulus package under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana. This financial package equaled 10% of the national GDP and amounted to 20 lakh crore rupees. Moving on to the next question. The Chief Minister of Uttarakhand has launched the Dash portal to help unemployed youth get jobs as well as offer skill development opportunities. And the options are A. Learn portal, B. Develop portal, C. Hope portal, D. Study portal, and E. Educate portal. And the correct answer is C. Hope portal. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat launched a portal aimed at creating employment avenues for the trained youth as well as offering them skill development opportunities to increase their employability. The portal is called HOPE, that is, helping out people everywhere, and has already begun collecting data on the youths which are staying in the state as well as migrants who have returned recently from outside. Moving on to the next question. How much amount of collateral free emergency credit line has been extended to the MSMEs in accordance with the new measures announced by the Finance Minister? And the options are A 6 lakh crore, B 4 lakh crore, C 3 lakh crore, D 2 lakh crore, and E 5 lakh crore. And the correct answer is C 3 lakh crore. The Government of India is providing an additional working capital finance of 20% of the outstanding credit as on 29th February 2020 in the form of a term loan. In this regard, 100% guaranteed collateral-free emergency credit line of rupees 3 lakh crore has been provided to the MSMEs with up to 25 crore outstanding and rupees 100 crore turnover, benefiting rupees 40 benefiting 45 lakh MSME units. Moving on to the next question. The government of which state has decided to pay for the education of poor children from class 1 to PhD level? And the options are A. Punjab, B. Uttar Pradesh, C. Haryana, D. Madhya Pradesh, and E. Kerala. And the correct answer is D. Madhya Pradesh. The Madhya Pradesh government will bear the education expenses of children from poor families under the Sambal scheme. The state will pay for the children's education from class 1 to PhD. The state government will also pay the fees of private colleges for higher education. The Sambal scheme is designed to help address the underprivileged class people of the society. Moving on to the next question. The government of which state has geared up to provide tap connections to all rural households by December 2022? And the options are A. Chhattisgarh, B. Haryana, C. Kerala, D. Tamil Nadu, and E. Punjab. And the correct answer is B. Haryana. The state of Haryana has geared up to provide tap water connections to all rural households by December 2022. The state will provide 1.5 lakh tap connections under the Jal Jeevan mission. Now, the state government is planning 100% coverage by December 2022, ahead of the national goal by 2024 and 25. Moving on to the next question. India has moved up to two positions to reach the Dash rank with a score of 51.5% on the World Economic Forum's Global Energy Transition Index. And the options are A 57th, B 69th, C 71st, D 60th, and E 74th. And the correct answer is E 74th. India has moved out two positions to rank 74th with a score of 51.5% on the Global Energy Transition Index with improvements on all key parameters of economic growth, energy security, and environmental sustainability. In a report in the World Economic Forum study measuring readiness for clean energy transition in 115 economies showed that 94 have made progress since 2015, but environmental sustainability continues to lag. Now, Sweden has topped the Energy Transition Index for the third consecutive year. Moving on to the next question. According to the recent relief measures announced by the central government, what will be the criteria for medium units as per the new definition set for the MSMEs in terms of turnover? And the options are A 50 crore, B 175 crore, C 150 crore, D 100 crore, and E 200 crore. And the correct answer is D 100 crore. Micro units, the companies with investments of to be 1 crore and turnover of below rupees 5 crores. Small units, the companies with investment below 10 crores and turnover under 50 crores. Medium, the companies having an investment under 20 crore and turnover below 100 crore. As per the proposal, the amendments will need to be made in the MSME Development Act of 2006. Moving on to the next question. And which state has a unique vehicle, Sanjeevani, being developed at the local level to investigate suspected patients without coming in contact with them? And the options are A. Tamil Nadu, B. Telangana, C. Kerala, D. Madhya Pradesh, and E. Haryana. And the correct answer is D. Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, it was a first of a kind initiative which is unique, which has been developed at the local level. With the help of this vehicle, health workers can investigate any suspected patients without coming in contact of him or her. This vehicle has been named Sanjeevani. Moving on to the next question. According to the latest data by the CMIE unemployment rates have soared to dash percentage amidst the COVID-19 pandemic? And the options are A 26.61, B 27.11, C 22.48, D 23.56, and E 25.14. And the correct answer is B, that is 27.11%. India's unemployment rate has surged to 27.11% for the week ended May 3rd from the level of 6.74% in the week which ended on March 15th. The data is coming from the Center of Monitoring Indian Economy, that is the CMIA. The unemployment rate had moderated to 21.05% in the previous week, which ended on April 26th from 26.19% in the week before. Moving on to the next question. Name the mission launched by the central government to bring back stranded Indians from abroad due to the coronavirus lockdown. And the options are A. Jai Bharat, B. Setu Samudram, C. Vande Bharat, D. Rescue Bharat, and E. Rescue India. And the correct answer is C. Vande Bharat. In one of the largest evacuation exercises named Vande Bharat, the government is operating 64 flights till 13th May to bring home nearly 14,800 Indian nationals which have been stranded abroad due to the coronavirus lockdown. Moving on to the next question. Which bank has cut its benchmark lending rate by 15 basis points and has also introduced a special deposit scheme for senior citizens with a higher interest rate? And the options are A. ICICI, B. HDFC, C. SBI, D. Axis, and E. UCO. And the correct answer is C. SBI. The country's largest lender, SBI, has slashed its benchmark lending rate by 15 basis points and has introduced a special deposit scheme for senior citizens with higher interest rates. With that, the marginal cost of funds based lending rate, that is the MCLR, has come down from 7.25% to 7.25% from 7.40% with effect from 10th of May. Moving on to the next question. Till which date has the RBI extended the interest subsidy period for exporters under the interest equalization scheme for pre and post shipment rupee export credit? And the options are A. 31st March 2021, B. 31st December 2021, C. 1st January 2021, D. March 31st 2021, E. 30th September 2020. And the correct answer is A, that is the 31st March 2021. In a bid to provide a considerable relief to the exporters, India's central bank has extended the interest subsidy period by 1 year to 31st March 2021 on an export credit received before and after shipment of goods to exporters. Exporters get the subsidy under the interest equalization scheme for pre and post shipment rupee export credit, which ended on 31st March 2020. Moving on to the next question. The Asian Development Bank has approved $500 million for which country to bolster the effect of the government to manage the impact of COVID-19? And the options are A. Sri Lanka, B. Bangladesh, C. Afghanistan, D. Sri Lanka, E. Philippines. And the correct answer is B. Bangladesh. The Asian Development Bank has approved an additional $500 million loan to bolster the efforts of the Bangladesh government to manage the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the country's economy and public health. The package will help on the ongoing collaboration with Bangladesh to improve the structural reforms by supporting government efforts to speed up the country's social and economic recovery. Moving on to the next question. What is the estimated economic growth rate of India in financial year 21 as per Moody's Investor Service? And the options are A 1.2%, B 1%, C 0.5%, D 0%, and E 0.2%. And the correct answer is D, that is 0%. Moody's Investor Service stated that its estimates for India's GDP growth has come down to zero in financial year 21 and has pointed to a wide fiscal deficit, high government debt, weak social and physical infrastructure, and a fragile sector has resulted into this. Moving on to the next question. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has decided to offer a loan of dash billion to aid India's COVID-19 efforts and expand its response capacity. And the options are A 600 million, B 500 million, C 450 million, D 550 million, and E 750 million. And the correct answer is B 500 million. Beijing backed Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank will offer a 500 million loan to aid India's COVID-19 efforts. The financing will enable the Government of India to scale up its efforts to limit the transmission of cases and strengthen the health system. Moving on to the next question. Name the app launched by Yogi Adityanath to help migrant citizens coming to UP by providing them information related to government schemes and livelihood opportunities. And the options are A. COVID-19 Mitra, B. Pravasi Rahat Mitra, C. Pravasi Bharat Seva, D. COVID Bharat Mitra, and E. COVID Rahat Seva. And the correct answer is B. Pravasi Rahat Mitra. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath launched the Pravasi Rahat Mitra app that is aimed at aiding migrant citizens coming to UP from other states so that they can take advantage of government schemes. The app will also help monitor their health besides providing jobs and livelihood related to their skills. Moving on to the next question. TriFed has collaborated with which foundation to provide free ration kits to tribes needy tribes Indian artisans? And the options are A. BNI Mensah Charitable Foundation, B. Swadesh Foundation, C. Action India, D. Art of Living, and E. Ashoka Innovators for the Public. And the correct answer is D. Art of Living. Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India, that is TriFed, under the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, has collaborated with the Art of Living Foundation to collab for promoting tribal enterprises. The Art of Living has agreed to provide free ration kits to needy tribes India artisans. Moving on to the next question. Name the mission launched by India to assist island nations in the eastern Indian Ocean by providing food items and medicines amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. And the options are A. Mission Sahayata, B. Mission Setu, C. Mission Raksha, D. Mission Sagar, and E. Mission Rahat. And the correct answer is D. Mission Sagar. India has launched the Mission Sagar as a part of the government's outreach initiative toward the five island nation in the Indian Ocean. The Indian naval ship Kesari has departed for Maldives, Mauritius, Seychelles, Madagascar, and Comoros to provide food items and medicines related to COVID, including hydrochloroquine tablets and special Ayurvedic medicines. Moving on to the next question. The government of which state has formed a panel under ex-RBI Governor R Rangarajan to advise measures to bring the economy back on track in the wake of economic challenges which were triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic? And the options are A. Odisha, B. Tamil Nadu, C. Kerala, D. Telangana, and E. Andhra Pradesh. And the correct answer is B. Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Nadu government has decided to set up a high level committee of economists and experts headed by R Rangarajan, the former RBI governor and ex chairman of the Pradhan Mantri Economic Advisory Council, to advise the state government on the medium term policy response in wake of the serious implications triggered due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Moving on to the next question. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying has launched which challenge to scout for innovative and commercially viable solutions to address problems related to the animal husbandry and dairy sector? And the options are A. The Dairy Sector Challenge, B. India Animal Husbandry Grand Challenge, C. Animal Husbandry and Dairy Sector Challenge, D. Animal Husbandry Startup Grand Challenge, and E. Startup India Animal Husbandry Challenge. And the correct answer is D. Animal Husbandry Startup Grand Challenge. The Union Minister of Fisheries, Mr. Giriraj Singh, was the chief guest at award ceremony for the winners of the Startup India Animal Husbandry Grand Challenge. The challenge was launched by the Prime Minister on 11th September last year at a National Animal Disease Control Program in Mathura. Moving on to the next question. Who will head the six-member panel formed by the Sports Authority of India to prepare a standard operating procedure for phased resumption of training across sporting disciplines after the national lockdown is lifted? And the options are A. S.S. Roy, B. B.K. Nayak, C. Rohit Bhardwaj, D. S.S. Sarla, and E. Rajesh Rajgopalan. And the correct answer is C. Rohit Bhardwaj. The Sports Authority of India has formed a six-member committee to prepare a standard operating procedure for the resumption of training across sporting disciplines at all the centres once the lockdown is lifted. And the six-member panel will be headed eh, by the Sports Authority of India Secretary Rohit Bhardwaj and will have the CEO Target Olympic Podium Scheme Rajesh Rajgopalan, ED, S.S. Roy, S.S. Sarla, Colonel B.K. Nayak, and Assistant Director Sachin K as members. So I thank you all for listening.